Hey, you block over here.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Back north. Switch it.
Now a Bay Area native from up in Berkeley. This is Marshawn Lynch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Here's Rodgers to throw. He finds Coleman. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, Rodgers. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
A gain of 15.
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this and, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the Niners' 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Larry Fitzgerald. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Mike, hey, wait! Hey, let's get in that hole. Watch quick. Watch the quick.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them with no gain.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
368.
On third down, it's Grant. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
They will run with Grant. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Bang, bang.
Here you go. 368.
Check safety.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Double tight. Three down.
And Dalton to throw. And that is incomplete.
Dolphins pass intended for Gerald Everett. Incomplete. It's
Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Get 300. Get 300. Go.
It's gonna be a long day, offense. It's gonna be a long day.
You can get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Mike, 53.
Turbo.
53. Mike, stop your whining. 53's the mark.
Hey. Wahoo.
Rip right.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. This complete to Lockett. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Hey, check 26. Check 20.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Watch the slant.
Hey, foxtrot.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Rodgers now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Seattle.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On second down, it's Coleman. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. Powers through. opening, and there he goes. The 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get the...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Corey Grant with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 53. Hey, orbit.
Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a first down carry, it's Michel. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd down, Michel. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Hands up, please. 52's the mic. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Here we go on 4th down. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Corey Grant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already.
Check, check. First down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watch the shit.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
88.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Seahawks.
Set it! 319! Go to 50! Hey, you block over here. Live. 53. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, do.
Check 49. 53's the mark.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they'll go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
Let's see if they do just that. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Grant. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go back to Grant. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Switch. Heavy. Kill. Check.
On third down, it's Grant, and he's got room. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Sony Michel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Check 31. Mike 52. Here we go.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
1st and 10 at the 39.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On first down, Michel. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Michel. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time, we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Heavy. He's checking crack.
On third down, Dalton under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit.
What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
26. I'm on. Check. Hey, 5-7.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So that'll back him up 5. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Get 300. Get 300. Bravo. Right.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
5. I got it. 58, right over there. Yes. Bandit.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's got Lockett. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check 4. Check the backer. Over here.
Rodgers now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Motion. Hey, take 26. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion, man. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. They gonna need some therapy after this. 258. 150. Hey, they scared. They scared. Hey, Haywood. No chance.
Mike, 53. 53.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Throwing on third and long. Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, check 99. Check 99.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check. Move. Slam.
So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Oh, there he goes. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, 49ers. Amari Cooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Go. Watch the screen.
Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
But it's now
Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good pickup there at 22.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead.
Seahawks 17. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for 1st down. This is Grant. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give, right side. Grant, he's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Corey Grant, 43 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if something there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Right there. All day, baby.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a hook up downfield on second down. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. They'll run on first down. Coleman. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, box truck.
Rodgers to throw again. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On third down, Grant. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Touchdown, 49ers. Corey Grant, 65 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Play to win. Let's go. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Mike, you got nothing today. Hey, Delta.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Now it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They can't stop him. They cannot hold
A big